Pufferfish Promotions proudly presents Out of Fashion TV. Hello and welcome back to another lovely episode of Out of Fashion TV, hosted by myself, Pufferfish Promotions. Today I am very glad to introduce to you all Kate. And yes, how are you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. Even though you fell off my seat. So I know a bit about Kate, but obviously our viewers don't. So without further ado, would you mind telling us more about yourself and perhaps a little bit about these strange pictures behind you?
Okay, hello everyone, my name is Kate. I'm artist. I'm still developing my skills, but currently I'm having an exhibition of the works that I've done so far. So here you can see the examples of fluid art. It was made this year, and these boats were made a year ago. So this picture is about in the first thing when I've done it, I was considering it to be about the earth. This kind of background behind the posture is representing the blood. So I also use the fluid art for that. And the posture here that you can see is represents the human being, but with the colors, like we can see the earth in the space. And we can also see the tears and scream. I've done it with the threads here. So it was about what Earth is experiencing when people don't treat it right. Because from my point of view, we should appreciate everything like the nature, because it's kind of like the house where we live in, and it's very important to contribute and to make it treat it as a real house. So don't put mess everywhere, don't kill animals and everything like this. So it was connected to my interior design project, because now I study interior design architecture final year, and it was last year final project. It was also collaboration with Lubicera and his masterpiece called Gaia. But for now, I decided to rename it, and now I call it Ukraine, because due to the current things that are happening in Ukraine, and I think most of the people are aware of what Russians doing to Ukraine. So yeah, this kind of represents what I feel right now about my country. Like saying scream and tears.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing that with us. So there you go, Ukrainian artist Kate, and I still can't pronounce her second name.
Bezvershuk.
Bezvershuk. There you go, Bezvershuk. So, that was one way of breaking the ice with you. Another way of breaking the ice with you would be to ask you, what is your favourite number?
Number?
Yes.
My favourite number is 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, is that how many years you've been creating art?
No, I was doing art for like 10 years.
10 years.
Number 7 because I like this. Also because it's like my star sign number. Like I do some research about astrology and things like that. So I said that 7 is my lucky number, and there were some examples in my life where it really worked in a beneficial way for me. Like when I was taking part in the competition and I had this number, I was winning. So it's my favorite number.
Okay, good. So have you ever played the National Lottery?
No, yeah, but...
Yeah, just put loads of 7s, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
And on that note, I just want to say thank you to Adam, who's filming us today. Okay. He's put us a thumb up and some sort of 0. Should be a 7, but we'll go with 0. Are you doing art for laughs, or are you taking it seriously? like the rest of us?
I would say both, because...
Oh, good. 50-50, yeah?
Yeah, because first of all, of course, it gives me the biggest pleasure in my life, and it became a part of my life, and I wanna, like, the whole my life, I wanna always be attracted to it, and it's something that I also wanna share my life with.
So on that note, is there anything else that you're finding funny about life at the moment?
My life is a joke.
So's mine.
Yeah, I think the general point of humor is just makes even the worst situation that could happen better. So I think it's good to not treat everything really seriously, but take it with like a small part with humor. It really helps to survive this world.
The Joker once said, "Why so serious?"
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. So that helps us to get on to the next question. What or who has made you believe that you can become successful as an artist or an interior designer?
So first of all, I think it's very big appreciation from my parents, and I'm very thankful for that.
That's
So
good, yeah.
they, as some artists might say in their biography, my parents never ever were saying that it's a bad thing, that it's unachievable, that they're not gonna make anything out of it. They were always very supportive. They were always giving me like supplies, and they were supporting me financially, and they were helping me to find a good tutors to educate me. They were always appreciating, even I was thinking my work is not good enough. They were always saying this amazing, but there were a few parts when something was going wrong, and I was like, I can't be artist, I don't know why I'm doing it. But I think first of all, of course, it's also very important to believe in yourself, by yourself, and don't stop on doing what you like doing. Even if it doesn't go as well the first time, the more you do it, the more you're closer to your final goal. So
Yeah. And sorry to remind you, but I'm just really flabbergasted by how absolutely amazing your makeup skills are. Do you think we could get a zoom up of her makeup skills? Now, is that something that you learned from your family, or is that something that you taught yourself?
So it's like very a little bit not long, but like interesting story, because actually here my parents were very against of me doing makeup, because I started doing it when I was very young, like 12, I think.
Yeah.
But
That's the usual age, isn't it?
well, yeah, I to be honest, I didn't understand where they were. Well, their point was that I will fuck up my skin, but I mean, it didn't really happen, so it's a lie. Just you need to use like reliable products, not like random things. And so I was just constantly into it. I was doing it. Like I had very big arguments with my parents about it, but I was still doing it. Like I just was watching lots of YouTube tutorials, and then it's like when you have some background, you can develop your own things.
Yeah.
So I was just buying some cosmetics, and I was doing some experiments. Like right now, weird colors, unique like eyeliner and everything. I also learning belly dance for 15 years, and I was taking part in lots of competition where you need to wear bright makeup as an artist, so it also played like a small role, because I was like, why every day cannot be like a festival or something good where you can
Life is a catwalk, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I started basically.
Well, thank you very much, thank you. And you've inspired me as well to like do something more of my own makeup skills from time to time, so thank you. Going back to the art thing, as that's what we're here today, How long is what's the name of this gallery and where's it located and how long will your exhibition be here?
So right now we are in Vishuddha Gallery. It's the gallery in Boscombe, next to Bournemouth, and I can't remember the proper address, but it's
It's that one, not that one. Pokesdown.
Pokesdown, yeah. You can just Google Vishuddha Gallery in Boston and you will come up.
Vishuddha. Yeah.
Yes.
And how long is the exhibition? Your exhibition on here for?
So the last day of the exhibition is 11th of April.
Not long now.
Yeah. Me and Kiri curating it from 1 to 6, from Tuesday to Thursday. So Monday is closed.
Monday's closed. Damn. It's just like amazing how time just strips through your fingers like sand. We're talking about galleries. Have you ever been to any other galleries in the local area or any back home in Ukraine or?
You mean exhibiting my work? Or?
I'll go on to that in a minute actually. Have you been to any other galleries to see like other artists, maybe like other artists that you that you like and
Of course, yeah, of course. This is one of my favorite kind of leisure time and hobbies. I adore going to galleries and museums. And I was traveling. I've been to some places, and of course, any place I was visiting, I was searching the galleries and museums. So I was visiting, of course, the National Gallery in England, National Museum. I completely love it. It's one of my favorite, definitely. The one that comes to my mind right now, also, I don't remember the proper name, but it's a museum in Spain. I forgot how it's called. Yeah, I won't remember the proper name, unfortunately.
Is it the one where
It's in a mountain.
Picasso?
Yes. There are some.
Oh, I should know this.
There are some. Yeah, I can't remember the name. It starts with M. Maybe someone knows. Starts with M. One something.
Yeah,
Anyway, there are.
I feel bad that I don't know that. I feel like I've blasphemed the art world. You know.
There are so many beautiful works of Spanish artists called Ramon Casas. Have you heard of him?
No, I haven't.
He's amazing. So he's doing like these beautiful paintings about women.
Okay, yeah.
And also there were some paintings of Salvador Dali as well, and early works of Picasso as well.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Have you been? Could you recommend any galleries around
here
this area?
Of
Apart from
course,
Vishuddha, of course.
Recommend Vishuddha. And then first, there is a very beautiful gallery in Bournemouth. They opened recently. It's in Bournemouth Square of the Bobbies.
Bobbies, yeah.
How's it take? The place called Bobbies, right?
Bobbies, yeah.
Yeah, in the top floor of Bobbies shop.
I think it's actually second floor, but
Yeah, second floor. Yeah,
just go there and you'll see, and it's free entry as well. But it's always good to donate to artists if you can. So thank you very much for sharing that. Do any artists before you influence you, or do you believe that you've got your own style?
I think it's like a mix of everything. Of course, I gained so much from my tutors. So my first art tutor was forgot his name. Wait, what's his name? I think I remember. Yes, I remember his name.
Okay.
So my first art tutor was Franz Osowski. He is actually from Poland, but he lives in my native town, Żytomir. And his primarily was using very powerful graphics. So I gained a lot from him, while I the right shadows and like putting the right compositions and everything. With him first I learned the oil painting, which I'm developing still right now. My second big influence was my favorite tutor. Her name is Marina Verbitskaya. So she is an amazing artist, and she's from my town as well. So she was the one who showed me the fluid art technique and how you can combine it with oils. So if you don't know, you can Google fluid art technique. It's like when you mix acrylics with glue. And because of this, the color stays and it doesn't mix up with everything. And because of glue, it has like these interesting effects. So yeah.
It's quite glossy as well. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was also repainting Vincent van Gogh. Because I really like him as well. And I believe that when you repaint paintings, artworks, you can gain like the kind of system how they were painting, or like some their own aspects or particular things. So yeah, and of course I was developing everything by myself, and I was learning like from the mistakes I was doing, because I started learning oils by myself. So
thank you very much for sharing that. And this is technically the last question. Do you have any advice for artists who are starting off, who would like to become an artist, a well-known artist like yourself? Because you know we're going globally right now.
okay, yeah. I would say to never ever think that you're not good enough. It's a very, very, very big thing that people go around, but it's very wrong, because you should never ever underestimate yourself. Like you have two hands and 10 beautiful fingers, and you can do whatever you want with it. Even people sometimes don't have it, they can pay it with their backs, which is very
amazing.
Yeah, amazing. And you just need to develop your skills as more as you can, and try to do it with a big passion that you have. And also it is important to draw what you want or what attracts you, and just always keep going and never ever doubt yourself. And if you're constantly doing a particular skill, like it doesn't matter how long it's going to take, just don't count it. It can take hours or years. It's very important that you're doing it and not letting down yourself. So it's so important.
Negative views. Very, very good advice from Kate there. Thank you. And so as we all know, your last day of your exhibition here will be on the 11th. Do you have a place where you can exhibit your work next, or anywhere we can find you online?
Well, so I'm currently thinking about the next place. Before that, my works were in gallery in Poole. My memory is very, very bad. So it's gallery in Poole. But I'm currently looking for other choices, maybe a bit closer to Beaumont or just anything. It's not very hard to stand, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, we all wish you luck with your career in art. I'm sure you'll go very far with it, especially with the fluid art. It's lovely, very beautiful. Thank you. And last thing, would you mind giving us some feedback, official promotions on with the interview today?
The feedback on the interview.
Feedback, yes.
I think the interview was very lovely. Thank you very, very much. Very interesting questions. Thank you. I don't think there is any negative points that I would notice. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Adam.